Shit weather. Look at this. This is England.
Cupcake though.
Eat your cupcake, fatty!
My ears are on fire, man.
It's in your retarded.
This is why I normally drive, because Lex's road rage.
My road rage is level expert.
Level expert.
Stop driving and get you! It's not a fucking giveaway! Jesus! Filming. Look at him on his little fold-away purple bike, man! And his onesie. Nice. That is a man that does not give a fuck about what society thinks. Your Range Rover's not cool if it's a 1990. You're in the hairdresser's car. I hope that's a woman driving that, because if it's not, you're a bloke in a girl's car. And you drive like one. And why is it... What worst life split ever? Gash. What the... Oh, Jesus. How long you been training, mate? Looking well there. Just, that's proper nice. CrossFit.
These are for your quads.
What that does is it helps bring in the trapezial rhomboid. Jesus. What people don't understand, you gotta get inventive. You gotta keep muscles guessing. You're smart, your muscles are smart. You can't on quick like. So I've integrated stability training with Olympics. This is normal. Normal. Right, it's too easy. So I'm not clean and press. Put this in with now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Right, so we're on
Hypertrophy rep week.
Be close. So we're on hypertrophic rep week for Tiresias rhomboid. No, so we're in a hypertrophy. No, we're in a volume week today, which is kind of hypertrophy.
Hypertrophic.
Hypertrophic, innit? Proper tropic.
Sounds like a juice.
It sounds like an hallucinogen. Anyway, so we're on volume and we are doing shoulders, triceps, back. So what we're doing is 25 reps, possibly doing straight through runs of 25 reps, or when we start to get grinding, we'll be doing 15, 5, 5. So it's been about a month and I haven't charged my other Bluetooth headphones, so I'm wired today, which is going to be feeling weird. But for those that want to know and keep asking, they are Kenevo Bluetooth headphones, one all the ones. There you go, grab them, Amazon, cheap as cheap, cheerful, fun, easy. So you're going to watch us now do volume work, and you'll probably either get voiceover Lex or music. Peace. And it's voiceover Lex, so I'm going to do these tutorials again because you enjoyed it, and I got a couple of lots of different exercises and things like that we've piled together over the week, so I'm just going to throw that footage together for you in the next couple of videos and go through things because you seem to enjoy it. So here's a thing to look at. Look how Max is doing this lat pull down. You see how his shoulders are raising on the negative and he's not extending fully at the elbow. You see his arms staying slightly bent. Now look at the difference here. See how my shoulders are not changing their placement, and see how my elbows and arms are fully extending. Elbows allowing the arms as such to fully extend upward, and then pulling down from the elbows, keeping the shoulders held back but not with tension, so just nice and relaxed but held back into position with my scapula, neutral head, neutral neck, chest up, arching my lower back, and I'm squeezing through by pulling from the elbows, not the hands. The important thing here is to really focus on that mind muscle. If you're pulling from the elbows, that helps you engage your back earlier. Pulling from the hands makes you tend to want to engage forearms earlier. You should know your body by now, so you should know the moment something feels out of line, you should be able to pick it up, and instantly both of us are on here. We've done one stage. We can feel the left wasn't working like the right. And look at the handle difference. You see how there's a half a centimetre difference? That means when we're pulling initially with the right. Look at that, more than the left. So this is tightening up here, and it's too filthy for me to do it with my fingers, so we'll tell them at the desk, but we're going to move and change machine. Come on, let's go. Reps for Batman. So we're looking for is a relaxed traps, shoulders down, and not an overarch or swing in the body. Perfect.
So as discussed at the beginning of the video, we were doing a volume day here, and I'm just going to show you this is the 15-5-5 that I'm always talking about. We're going to look at a complete set here. So you're going to see me do 15 reps, but the important thing to see here is see how much more painful it gets as I go on, but how I do not let the focus of the technique get lost. So 15 reps, pulling from the elbows, extending from the elbows, allowing the arms to fully extend, no body swing, chest up, making each rep count, focusing on making each rep its own individual rep. Here I took a 3 count, I pick it back up, do another 5 reps, again look at my form, shoulders staying in place, no swing, it's getting harder. Rest down, 5 done, count to 3, pick it back up, we're at 20 reps now, now we're hitting up to that 25, 3, 2, and 1 coming up, and you see no loss of form, no swing, maintaining that mind to muscle contraction work. That's the difference maker.
When you wire, instead of running it through your front, which pisses me off. I know it sounds stupid, you might just like that, I do that already, but a lot of people don't think about it. Put it down your fucking back. In fact, I work down my back for most of the time. Down back, getting your weight all.
So moving on to seated row, and I'm going to try and do as many variations of similar exercises as I can so that you guys have a familiarity with some form of each version of each exercise. And the same rules apply here. My chest up, arching my lower back, neutral neck, neutral head, pulling from the elbows, extending from the elbows, and not letting the shoulders shoot forward. Here, taking my rest count, 1, 2, 3, another 5 reps. As this gets more difficult, you'll see that Max actually holds the handles when we're doing the reps, and that allows you to get a pure rest if your grip and things are going like that. But again, look, no loss of form, no swinging, just making each rep its own individual rep and concentrating on that mind to muscle squeeze throughout. That's what's so important and lost by so many people, or not even found in the first place. Get that mind to muscle.
That back shot I did on Instagram today. It's called having a pump. I put up a picture on Instagram of this, literally this pose. And someone thought, why do you look so massive compared to the photos? It's called a pump. Learn to see what you're looking at.
So in the final set here, you're going to see Max is actually going to take the weight on my 3 count rest point. And that's because even though the weight isn't that heavy, when we're contracting and you get into that kind of 12 to 15 rep range, it starts to hurt like hell and stuff starts to burn, grip tends to go. So it gives you a true rest point and lets you get the other 10 reps you have to get, the 5-5. It allows you to get really good technique by allowing that proper rest.
1. Okay. 2. Well, I got it. 2.
So back down onto shoulders, second training session of them for this week. And look at my rear delts, even before I started. Look how pumped up they are. And this is what you should be seeing from a back workout. It's testament to how much you've utilized the scapula and the rear delts to engage during the sets to maintain stability. Here, looking at dumbbell raises, I want to go through a lot of things because this is the main exercise you see doing so badly. Look how the dumbbells are not coming higher than my elbows or shoulders. Look how my arms are slightly bent and they're staying bent. The back head of the weight is tilted up ever so slightly, so your little finger is higher than your index finger. What I'm also not doing, I have soft knees, hips kicked back, and I am not bringing my traps in. Look how my neck's relaxed and trap is relaxed. That is the main thing here. Most people end up shrugging the weights up and doing that chicken neck.
Not this. So that was right, this is wrong. See the difference?
And again, we're going to go through some more variations of some shoulder presses a little later on in some further videos. But here I just want to show you this machine that we used because I thought it was a great example of something I preach a lot about. And that is hand position during a pressing motion. This is how it should be. Look at the handles I'm using here. Do you see how they're slanted slightly inward? A lot of people, when they're doing presses with dumbbells, they'll get to the top of the rep, they'll let their shoulders extend upward towards their ears, and mainly they also let their weights tip outward. This is wrong. If anything, tilt the weights in and keep them there. Look at the position that this machine puts us in. The reason I chose it is because it shows you a really great position for how you should press with dumbbells. You're going to see it now with Max. It's a great example. You come down to just below parallel and then press upward from the elbows. There is no need to do this huge triangular motion of touching the dumbbells together at the top. What that does is encourage people to release their shoulders when you should be, again, keeping them held back in position, not letting them lift up towards the ears. Press through your palms, let the elbows extend the arms so that you're standing up fully. And where that finished position there is that you just saw Max in, that is maintaining load on the shoulder. You do not need to bring them any closer than that. So machine or dumbbells, you want the hands slightly tilted in, pressing through the elbows, shoulders back. It is going to work wonders for you, I promise. It might even feel stunted when you first start doing it, but that's just simply because you're used to overextending. So going on, as I say, everything's changed twice a week. We do 2 exercises, 5 sets per exercise. So we're on to triceps now. So we can get 3 body parts in on a single training session due to this high frequency style training. So triceps, straight bar push down. Again, hips kick back, lower arch in the back, chest up, neutral neck. And what I'm trying to do here is keep the shoulders back. A lot of people round the shoulders on this, a lot of people. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that your arms also finish a very slight angle forward. That's going to maintain the load on the tricep. If you press down and have your arms fully extended below you, all you're doing there is holding the weight at the bottom with your body weight. A lot of people do this to try and get more weight on it. Let the ego go and lift the weight properly. Lift it, don't shift it. This hurts like hell if it is done right. So what you want to be looking for is to maintain an alignment between your elbows and your shoulders and maintain that throughout. Try not to swing or let the body move back and forward. Again, going with the functional side of things, we moved on and finished with close grip press-ups. Now these, after doing everything that we've just done, the shoulders, back and triceps, were absolute killer. We maintained the 15-5-5 kind of tempo to it. And what we're looking for here, you can make a triangle between your thumb and index fingers if you want to. You can see how my thumbs are coming together, that's fine. And what I'm doing here is maintaining an alignment between wrist, elbow and shoulder. And what that's going to do is protect my wrists. If you're like me and you have very small joints, you always want to check alignment with everything. Make sure that there's nothing kicking out, because that's when you get those annoying little tweaks and twangs that will like annoy you for a couple of weeks at a time. Take your time, set everything up. If you start right, you will finish right. And also, don't forget, if someone's outdoing you, just, but credit to Max here, he rolls and carries on. No, but seriously, guys, this is a great finisher. 15-5-5, close grip on the press-ups. What you want to do is try and maintain some soft knees, keep the load at the top end of the body. You want to keep your butt up. You want to keep a nice, strong core, so you're actively engaging your core, pulling your stomach muscles in. You're going to let the shoulders stay back, chest. It sounds weird, but imagine you stood up and you're keeping your chest up without letting your hips kick forward. That's what you want to be doing here. I switched up between doing the standard press and pressing on my knuckles, just depending on how my wrists were feeling. And that's pretty much all you need to know, guys. Give any of these exercises a go. They are fantastic. I promise you, they're only going to benefit you. But the main thing I'm trying to preach here is, if you want something to work, understand the physics behind the movement. Don't just assume because you're on a machine that moving it through the range of motion is doing the work. It is far from true. You must be connecting the weight to the muscle. Also, maintain your tempo. Be your own coach. In my head, I'm always counting down. I'm always pushing. So if you watch this setback, you'll see how there's not that much rest time between. If I need more rest, I'll take it, but I'm always looking to go as soon as I'm ready. And I'm always questioning myself, are you being lazy? Are you ready? You've got to be your own motivator. It's fantastic to have people around you, but at the end of the day, other people do not matter when it comes to your body, because you're the one that has to do it. You're the one that has to get in the gym, and you're the one that has to lift the weight. No matter what people tell you, no matter how much we teach you, no matter how much we impart from what we've learnt to help you avoid the errors that we've made, you still have to get in there and you still have to do it. It is down to you. Nothing is going to be given to you in life. Nothing worth having is even worth getting for free. But when it comes to your body, you have to be in touch with the mind as well. So get in there, get a good playlist. It is shocking how much music can drive you through when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling worn down. Once that tune hits, sometimes I get goosebumps before a set when a good tune's kicking in. And I get goosebumps because it makes me excited from the beat, the music, and it's almost conditioning yourself to feel good when you hear that music. So if you go in with a good mentality, a good strong playlist, every time you go in and hear that same playlist, hear those same songs, that mentality will come back. It's a simple conditioning response, but I promise you, it works. Thanks, guys.
The moment you're too smashed to leave the gym. Let's stay here for the night.
So we're going to try and play basketball now, huh?
You got a meeting, ain't you?
Ah, balls!